What is going on, guys? It's Dark Commander here, and I am going to bring you a little tutorial in Minecraft. Now, this tutorial, it's kind of asked. I mean, it's not really that asked by a lot of people, but people are wondering about how to survive the first night in Minecraft 1.0. Now, since 1.8, you have a hunger bar, so now you need to get food. So here, I am now going to show you how to survive your first night. So here is a newly generated world that I just generated. First thing you always need is get some wood. Now, you want to do this quickly, so I recommend around like 6 pieces of wood. So we're just going to cut this one little tree down. Now, as you can see, I have spawned in a swamp biome, so I should be able to find some mushrooms laying around. Okay, so 5 is good. So just take that mushroom, and we'll keep going. Now, since we're in a swamp biome, we will be able to find the red and brown mushrooms pretty easily. See, there is a red one over here, and we just got some brown. So let me just get this red one, and then we are good to go. Okay, so turn that off. You're going to want to turn all that into wood planks, and then you're going to want to make yourself a workbench. I'm just going to place it down in a place that we will remember where it is. And you want to make yourself a wooden pickaxe. And since there's no mountains around, we're just going to have to start digging into the side of this little hill here, because we need stone for a fast wooden shelter. So we're just going to get, I don't know, between 3 and 11 pieces of wood. I'd say around 11 so that you can also make yourself a furnace. Okay. So, as you can see, we also found some coal right by here. And I'll come back to that later, but yeah, we're just going to make a stone axe. Now, this will make gathering wood a lot faster than by hand, because remember, you only have about 10 minutes before night falls, and then all the monsters come out. So we're just going to cut down a couple more trees until we have a good stack of wood. Okay, there we go. Okay, cut down. I say you should get around like 32 blocks of wood. So a couple more trees and then we are done. Now also, in your first night, you want to keep your resources down to a minimum usage, because you want to conserve all the resources that you can. Now, with some of this wood, we will be turning this wood into charcoal, but but since we found the coal, we will not be needing to do that, since we can just make some charcoal, or just use the coal to get some torches, not charcoal. Okay, so that's enough wood for now. Now we can always come back and get some more later. Okay, so now the second thing you always want to get is light, so that monsters don't spawn. And since, okay, where is it? Okay, it's over here. We were fortunate enough to get this small deposit of coal right here, so we can use this. I'm just going to use up the rest of this stone pick, or wood pick, sorry. I do realize that this is not the fastest way of getting it, but it works for now. Now for houses, you can have 2 types of houses for your first night. Well, there are 2 that I recommend. You can either make an above ground wooden house out of wooden planks, or you can make like a ditch in like the middle of a mountain or something. Either one is pretty good, but we're just going to make a normal freestanding house. Oh, wow, okay. Careful there. And you're going to want to pack up your chest, and we're going to move along. Now, we also spawned next to a pretty wide desert, But in the desert, monsters spawn like a lot because it's all flat and open. So we're not going to put our house there. We are going to aim to put our house somewhere next to the water or near the water. So turn all that into wood, and that is enough wood. That is enough wood to build our little house. Okay, I think I'm going to build it over the water because it just looks nice for aesthetics and everything. Now, it doesn't really matter what size your house is, but you want it, your first house, you want it to be big enough to hold like a bed, a chest, and a furnace. Maybe 2 chests, but you want to hold at least all that. Oh, and your crafting table. You also want to hold that. Ways you can save is putting your crafting table inside like the floorboards or something. Or you can, you know, have it in the wall, or as I'm going to do, I'm just going to, you know, place it right there. You know, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So we're also going to need to get a furnace, and we will put the furnace right there. Now that will give us room to have a bed in the middle, and then chest there and there. So now for some torches. I want to get a decent amount, but you also want to have some coal left over for smelting other things. Light up the outside. And you can do this, but you don't have, I mean, you don't have to do this, but just saving a little bit of wood here on the roof, because, I mean, you know, who wants to save wood? Everyone does. Okay, so there we go. And that is the house for your first night, to the most part. You still need a door, so I'll just make a little door. And there you go. Now, I am going to get some wool so that we can also make a bed. So just kill a couple of these sheep. You need a bed so that you can also set your spawn point. Oh, okay, there we go. You need a bed for your spawn point, and so that you can just sleep through the night and you don't have to worry about monsters at night. Just an easier solution to waiting another 7 minutes in the game. Okay, there we go. So now we have enough wool for a bed. Now, I stumbled across this cavern right here. And not much in it. Okay, never mind. Well, okay, we got some coal, but I mean, we don't have to mine it out or anything. Okay, last thing you need on your first night is food. Now, I was fortunate enough to get some mushrooms, so I can make some mushroom soup, and that is pretty much how I will be able to keep myself alive for a little longer. So I'm just going to use the mushrooms up after I make some bowls, and that's enough. Make up 3 mushroom soups, and that's our food. And now for a bed. Just place the bed right there, and there you go. Your first house, I guess. So I will pause it here, and then I will show you it at night. Okay, so now you see that the sun is setting. So now we can just go back into our house, because now monsters are going to start spawning, and I really do not want to, you know, encounter them right now. So see, our little house is all lit up, I don't think anything will be able to spawn in here. Silly squid. Okay, so now we just go in, sleep, and now we just wake him in the morning. There we go. Survived a night. Okay guys, so that's my tutorial to surviving a night in Minecraft.